Welcome to Niger Anchor News. In today's news,
amid insecurity, NEF, Ohanaeze, CSOs angry over Tinubu's private trip to Paris. The Northern Elders Forum, NEF, Ohanaeze and some civil society organizations, CSOs, have expressed displeasure over the private trip to Paris, France, embarked upon by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu amid rising cases of abductions and other security challenges in the country. Recall that President Tinubu departed Abuja for France on Wednesday, January 24th, 2024. Recall that President Tinubu departed Abuja for France on Wednesday, January 24th, 2024, with his headless saying it was a private visit. He will return to country in the first week of February 2024. A statement issued ahead of his trip, signed by the presidential spokesperson, Ajuri Ngelela, said. However, the groups that spoke to Niger Anchor News on the trip decried that there was no transparency in the announcement, considering the description of the president's trip as a private one. The group's position is coming in the wake of criticism by former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who questioned and proposed of a private visit to France amid the heightening banditry and other security challenges bedevailing the nation. But the presidency said, despite his absence, Tinubu remained on top of the domestic situation and has been giving the security agencies all the necessary support they needed to win the battle against criminal elements in order to secure every inch of Nigeria. Tinubu left Nigeria while debate was ongoing over a series of attacks in Plateau State, abductions and killings around Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, and most recently, the ambush on a school bus in Ekiti State where pupils were abducted. He's taking citizens for granted. Northern Elders Forum. The Northern Elders Forum, NEF, said President Tinubu's private trip to Paris at this time is a punter that he is only pursuing personal goals instead of encouraging Nigerians in a time of need. The Director of Publicity and Advocacy / spokesperson for the group, Abdulaziz Suleiman, said the forum believes that for Tinubu to embark on a private trip to France at a time when the country is virtually under the siege of rampaging bandits, kidnappers, and other criminal gangs is a confirmation of the concerns that Nigeria has ended up in the hands of a citadel of poor governance, indifference, insensitivity, and unprecedented impunity. The NEF spokesman said Tinubu's decision to prioritize a private trip over the urgent need of the Nigerian people has proven the general fear that Nigeria is being led by individuals who are ill-equipped and ill-prepared to lead. It is a stark reminder that our leaders are more concerned with their personal interests than the welfare and security of the Nigerian people. In February 2023, Nigerian voters placed their trust in Tinubu, believing that he would lead our nation through and out of its limitations into a future where we would live secure lives and pursue livelihood in a united Nigeria. Unfortunately, just a few months into the new administration, Nigerians are beginning to realize that they have been abandoned to the mercy of armed criminals. The lack of political will and capacity to confront them has created a vacuum that they sense and exploit. Our leaders, including President Tinubu, seem more interested in pursuing personal goals than supporting and encouraging their people in times of need. The consequences of this lack of leadership are there. The rampaging bandits, kidnappers, and criminal gangs continue to wreak havoc on our communities, instilling fear and insecurity in the heart of ordinary Nigerians. Families are torn apart, lives are lost, and livelihoods are destroyed. The Nigerian people are left to fend for themselves with little hope of protection or justice, Suleiman said. On her part, Ohanaeze condemned President Tinubu's private visit to Paris amid the current daunting security, economic, and other pressing challenges facing the country. Secretary General of Ohanaeze Maazi Okechukwu Isiguzoro, said Tinubu's trip came at a time when the nation is experiencing huge financial and economic challenges. Isiguzoro urged Tinubu to communicate the reason behind engaging in private visits to the Nigerian people. We would like to ask the president to fulfill his constitutional obligations by formally sending power to Vice President Kashim Shettima in his absence. Nigerians are already suffering immensely due to the escalating security challenges and the dire state of our economy, exacerbated by the crash of the naira in foreign exchange markets. The consequences of neglecting these pressing issues pose a severe risk, as the potential fallout could be nothing short of disastrous, he said. He noted that Nigerians are deeply dissatisfied with the worsening state of security and the president's decline in economic activities, pushing their patience to its limits. The president must not underestimate the resolve of the Nigerian people or take their grievances for granted. It is imperative that he expeditiously address the grave challenge of insecurity and economic turmoil in the first quarter of 2024 to avoid the potential eruption of the citizens' revolt akin to those witnessed in Venezuela and the Arab Springs in Nigeria. Also speaking on the matter, the Executive Director of Resource Center for Human Rights and Civil Education, Comrade Ibrahim M. Zikarullahi, said, "What this private visit means is that whatever semblance of governance would have to pause. For every day the president stays away, Nigerians have to face the insecurity and economic challenges of the country without a leader being in charge. This runs contrary to the promises in the Renewed Hope agenda, which the president promised to implement vigorously when he was running for the highest office in the land," Zikirullahi said.
That is the news for now. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell to get notifications whenever a video is uploaded.